Hey everybody, welcome to Hot Rockin' Eats. This is Jonathan Lee of Pride and Pieces, and we are going to make some macaroni and cheese tonight. How do you feel about that?
I am ready.
Now, this is not a diet show. Not a diet show. Not a diet show.
I'm on a diet all the time.
Not today.
I'm pretty excited. I get to cheat with you.
Oh my god. Hi. We're going to do a baked 4-cheese macaroni and cheese. Let's get to the ingredients. Pasta. 4 cheeses. We've got cheddar, Gouda, Gruyere, and Parmesan. What would life be without a stick of butter? A little bit of flour, garlic, Italian breadcrumbs. We're gonna get healthy with some broccoli. Jameson. I forgot half and half. You need this too. The first thing we had to do is get some water to come to a boil, which takes forever.
Yes.
Do the magic of television.
Cavatappi. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. Grab one of these little things, give it a little stir, throw that on. All right. What's the best part of mac and cheese?
The cheese.
How many cheeses do we got? A 4G?
We're going 4 cheese.
4G. Boom. I don't trust people who don't eat cheese.
I don't trust people that don't eat cheese either.
I'm from the Midwest.
Fair enough. I just love cheese.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Alright, so let's turn this down because we're creating a disaster. I'm gonna grab you a big old knife.
Beautiful.
So I'll have you do that and then cut it up into usable pieces while I manage mischief over here. Pride and Pieces, what's coming up for you guys?
April 9th, we'll be playing the Bluebird Theater with Tattooed Strings.
Oh, nice.
For their music video release party and single release party, which should be fun.
Very cool.
And then we've actually been in the works of finishing up writing our album. So hopefully the world will be able to hear Pride and Pieces with my voice on the album.
Nice, yeah, because you're new to Pride and Pieces for about the last year, maybe?
Yes, this is true. I had seen Pride and Pieces at Novus's last show. Novus Volume was my previous band.
Right.
He says to me one day, "Hey, what would you think about singing for Pride and Pieces?" I said, "Well, dude, I'm a fan. That's ridiculous. Why would I do that?"
Right. We're going to take this and just grade it up a little bit.
I kind of turned down the opportunity for a few months because I had said, why does a band that's so great already have to have me in it? And I loved them. I was a fan of the band, and I didn't want to join the band. And it took a lot of coaxing and a little bit of praying about the opportunity, and I felt like I got the answer. And we joined forces, and it's just been the greatest thing.
We're going to keep the Gruyere separate because I want to do something special with this at the end. We're just going to kind of put it in some hot pasta and let it bake in. But grated cheese is boring, it all melts anyway.
Totally.
So in between Novus and Pride and Pieces, what were you doing, you know?
My thing was I thought, well, why not take what I have learned and pass it on to people that I believe in. So I started mentoring some bands and producing bands, trying to lend my ideas, my knowledge of what I've learned through the music industry and how far Novus got to other bands to see them succeed in ways that I was not able to.
Sharing the gift. I turned on another pot to get warmed up so we can make the cheese sauce that's going to go into this. You know what we forgot to do?
What's that?
Wednesday! Guess first.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Ooh. Best part of cooking.
That's the fastest way to an Irish boy's heart. I tell you that much.
I could turn Irish for this.
Yeah.
What is life without an entire stick
That's
of
right,
butter?
a stick of butter.
Like, let's not cut it short and be like, butter.
No.
I mean, I don't want to live in a life without butter either, but
no.
Like if you can have a whole stick of butter, I mean, moderation's for quitters, right?
I agree.
Dumping that whole thing in there, we're going to melt it down. You can hear that lovely sizzle. Yes. We get this butter rocking down a little bit. Once that happens, we're going to grab some of that fantastic garlic, get that getting a little more aromatic. Then we're going to do something that, like it's kind of like the mystery of mac and cheese. It's creating a roux. So a roux is basically taking butter, melting it down, and then cooking the rawness out of flour.
Yep.
We here at Hot Rockin' Eats, and we is me, and that made it really weird.
What were we?
The royal we.
The royal. Yes.
I don't like to eat anything without garlic.
I mean, you're talking to an Irish Italian boy, so Jameson and garlic is just like natural for me.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so our butter's melted down. That's enough, right?
Sure.
You know, we measure a ton here. Let's do a little more.
No, they say the sign of a good cook is never measuring.
Right? Then I'm an awesome cook. Oh, smell. It's good smell. Butter and salt. I should be 1,000,000 pounds.
You know, you look pretty good for eating a full stick of butter and 4 cheeses all the time, you know?
It's like my life. I think it's the Midwest in me. It repels. Cool, so what I'm going to have you do, this is starting to smell really aromatic, and that's when we start doing it. Slowly start incorporating some flour. Let's talk about what it's like to be a single dad in music.
Man, I did not know how it was going to go when I found out I was going to be a father, and I was full force approaching a music career of being on the road and possibly touring with Novus Folium, my old band, and you know, it was kind of scary. I didn't know how the mother of my child was going to handle it by herself. I didn't know if my kid was even going to know who I was when I came back. But I dove full-fledged into fatherhood, and it's been the best experience of my life, the most rewarding thing I've ever done with my life. And what's really cool is my son is just taken to the music world in itself. He loved Dad being
Pasta son.
You know, the rock star that he thought I was by the music videos we were making, and you know, the CDs that we had, the songs he heard on the radio and everything. And he's just all about music. I mean, the kid doesn't stop singing in the car. We're gonna add that delicious cheddar.
The shredded cheddar, then we got lazy because Jameson happened.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to do something cool too. I'm going to preheat the oven because baked mac and cheese is way better. We're going to start adding some half and half in there too. I do it maybe different than other people, but rules for cooking are like rules for life. There shouldn't be any. I will start adding in cheese, and then I'll add half and half and kind of get everything melting together. Get that cooking down, and that's a good place to start. Your son's actually been in some Pride and Pieces shows too. That's really cool.
Yeah,
what a lucky kid. Yeah.
He has. In fact, our buddy Chris Thomas, who is in the background here, actually allowed him to go to his first Pride and Pieces show. So it was pretty cool. We were hanging out. It was actually the first night that I ever got to sing with the band. We were just trying out one song just to see what people thought. And my son was hanging out with me that night and actually got to hang out and see what Dad does, you know. And, it's amazing to have your kid just look up to you for something you do as essentially, you know, we're not making money, so it's a hobby. The fact that he loves it and he loves what Dad does is probably the best feeling in the world.
That's like a huge gift, yeah.
Absolutely.
Does he have aspirations to be a musician as well?
Absolutely. He wants to be a drummer and a singer. I can't wait to see him grow up into, hopefully,
have you
a
ever
successful
jammed?
musician. I have not got a chance to jam with him yet. We sing in the car all the time.
Oh, yeah. So while Jonathan's over there beating his cheese, I'm going to shred mine. This is a little bit of Parmesan. We're going to mix it with Italian breadcrumbs afterwards. More cheese better, people. Don't be shy. So this is about where we want to be. I'm going to come over here and grab our rinsed pasta. You know, try to get it in without making a disaster, but I'm bad at that. Oh, today's the day.
Beautiful.
So, to be honest, you could stop here. This is macaroni and cheese.
The real stuff.
When do we stop? Do we ever stop?
We never stop. Oh my God, the party stops right here.
Man,
Or does it just keep going?
I should have got a bigger one of these.
I mean,
Oh shit, we're fucked.
we're drinking with an Irish, but just finish it off.
Oh, okay. Get it. Dude, you're eating a stick of butter. You're working it off right now. You just gotta get in there. Get in there. You do this. You do it. Do it. All right, so this is the consistency you want. Add more moisture if you need to. You can add more half and half. You can add milk. I suggest half and half. But we're to the point now where what we want to do is we're going to bring this delicious gloppy mess into a casserole dish. This will give a nice crust. I tend to throw it on the lid too. This is a moment of truth. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
You were born ready to put cheesy noodles into an oiled dish.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, it might not even fit. That's why you
We're
oil.
gonna make it fit.
That's why you oil the top, because this shit's gonna get huge.
There's only 2 cheeses. Right?
How many are we supposed to have?
A 4G.
4G. Like, just start stuffing them down in there. They're gonna be little surprises of fucking awesome fucking cheese. Yeah, you get that cheese.
In there.
You spend a lot of time working with the church.
Yes, I do. I actually am a youth leader at my church.
Right on. Are you doing anything to bring that into your music, or are you keeping it separate?
Absolutely, it's brought into my music. It has been for years. I've had underlying tones of spirituality in my music since I started writing music. So with Pride and Pieces, when me and Levi first started joining forces, we talked about this fact that we're both very spiritual people, not religious necessarily, but spiritual, and we wanted to bring that into our music to make a difference in people's lives. Regardless of what they believed, we wanted to make sure that they knew that we've gone through similar things and that this is how we found our way out of it.
Do you guys want to be a Christian band?
We're not a Christian band, but we are a spiritually fueled lyric band. I feel like if you're a Christian band, you're kind of preaching to people that already know what's going on.
Right.
And for me, I want to give hope to people that don't have hope. I've been in my party phase. I've done things that everybody else has done. I've experienced drugs. Through it all, like, my heart is what I feel stay consistent. I care for people in a very deep way.
What do you do?
Switch to beer.
Beer! It doesn't have the same impact as whiskey. It's still really nice.
It tastes great, but it's
Do you like crust on your mac and cheese?
I love crust.
Also, it's another opportunity to add another what?
Cheese.
What up, cheese? That makes 1, 2, 3, 4 cheeses. Grated Parmesan into Italian breadcrumbs.
Get a little dirty.
Sprinkle it all over that mac and cheese. Use your fingers. Get back in there. You've already touched it once. It's got your stank up on
Touched
it.
it a few times.
Yeah, that's what that fifth cheese is. We've preheated an oven to 350 degrees. It's hot because it's warm noodles, warm cheese. Give them a delicate flour. So what do you do while mac and cheese bakes? You're a lead singer.
You're a lead singer.
I say frontman off.
Front man off.
And we're back. Mac and cheese is done. Let's put it out of the oven. So through the magic of television, we've created a disaster and also a cheesy, delicious crust.
Look at this.
Breathe that in. Beautiful fish. While that was in the oven, we started some water, chopped up some broccoli. Don't be jealous of my steamer. All right. Are you jealous?
I'm a little jealous.
We're going to bring in some chopped broccoli crowns. Throw that right in there. That'll happen real quick while this becomes able to eat. Right now it is molten lava. Perfectly steamed broccoli. So it's time to plate up. You are the guest. Oh, listen to that snap. Crusty.
Cheesy.
Holy shit. And you know you want more. You're gonna want more than you can eat. Throw some broccoli crowns on this. Enough salt. Like, people are afraid of salt, and I disagree with the whole thing.
I agree. And here we go. Delicious baked mac and cheese.
Ooh, I'm so excited. It's like my favorite point of my life right now. It's so hot though.
Oh man. You know what? You mix it, the mac with the broccoli.
Well, man, I want to thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
We'll hug it out. Thank you for watching Hot Rockin' Eats.
Yes.
Go make some food.
Hot Rockin'.